After securing that first semi-final slot, itong Eastprint Impact Ballers, magbabalik tayo dito sa Green Hills West Clubhouse in San Juan to determine our second semi-finalist dito sa Milko Sports Got Skills Under 16. Hoops United, SGA, UE will be the second one. This will be a clash of titans, clash of heavyweights. Dito natin makikita ang second winner natin, Baron Mercado, MJ Evangelista, and Rain Martinez will be reporting. MJ, excited na akong makita itong laban na ito. This will be a very, very good matchup.
Definitely. And both of the teams here coming off a lopsided win for SGA. They got a 48-point win against Grassroots PH Pythons na naglaro na rin kanina. Meanwhile, for Hoops United, they are undefeated throughout this tournament. They won by 73 massive points, dominated the Achilles coming off their previous outing.
Kaya ano pang inaantay natin? Let's get this show on the roll. Bigay na natin kay Danzel to introduce our protagonist.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Green Hills West Clubhouse here in San Juan for the continuation of your Milko Sports Got Basketball 2026 Talent ID. This is the game number 37 of our Talent ID series between the 16 under of SGA versus the Hoops United. We are live on our official Facebook page and YouTube channel of your Milko Sports Got Basketball at my live streaming via Pilipinas Live app. Now let us meet the starters for your SGA. At guard number 4, Austin De Los Santos. Other guard number 22, Mark Perdigon. At guard number 12, Good Luck Mongabata. At guard number 97, Jason Mercado. Playing center number 18, James Mesa. Now let us meet the starting lineups for your Hoops United. At guard number 10, John Tixai. Under guard number 15, Jeffrey Avellana. At guard number 17, Lance Tapamo. Under guard number 18, Miguel Madrideo. And on the middle, number 25, Chandler Cano.
Here are your starters for both teams. For Hoops United, it's Tixay, Abeliana, Madrideo, Cano, and Lance Tabamo. For SGA, it's De Los Santos, Perdigon, Jason Mercado, James Mesa, and Good Luck Okebata. One semi-final slot is already taken. Malalaman natin who will take the second slot, the second seat. Here we go. A battle of two heavyweights. Yun nga ang ating title sa ating laban na ito between SGA and Hoops United. Again, live tayo dito sa Green Hills West Clubhouse in San Juan City. Baron Mercado, MJ Evangelista, Rain Martinez ang ating kasama dito. Will be covering the action. Tama yung sinabi mo kanina, MJ. Both teams coming off lopsided victories.
Let's talk about SGA first. They got an upset coming off their game from against Doc Boleros during the elimination phase. That's why they have a 2-1 on their record at the end of their elimination. But they proved themselves worthy of a place here at the Elite 8. That's why they got a win from the round of 16. So someone to look into or watch out for this time is Good Luck Okebata. From how I've seen him grow throughout this tournament, I've seen him carry the load on the offensive end for SGA. And at the same time, I saw how Good Luck Okebata blends in to his teammates working on the defensive end. And not to mention that Good Luck Okebata is the reigning UAAP MVP sa juniors, Baron.
James Mesa scores the first 2 points of the game. He had a wonderful game on that last victory. Punta naman tayo dito sa Hoops United. They demolished itong Achilles on that last game. I would like to highlight again itong si Lance Tabamo scoring 26 points. Meanwhile, yung kanilang kalaban scoring only 29. That is so impressive.
That's right. And Hoops United coming off to this game, they are 4-0 throughout this tournament. They are still undefeated, and yun ngayon ang mission ng SGA to get the first defeat of Hoops United. But as we check that Jeffrey Abellana three-pointer, no, one of the advantages or strengths I would say nitong Hoops United, as we check on that replay first. Bang, bang, bang for Abellana. 60 points in the paint for Hoops United. 25 second chance points and 38 fast break points, 55 of which coming from the bench. Baron.
Another 3 para kay Abellana, and we have seen this all throughout this Milku Sports Got Skills tournament. Kung sinong team, kung sinong player yung unang makapag-init, makapagkuha ng kanilang rhythm will have the best opportunity for their team to take the victory. As good luck kay Bata just introduces himself dito sa ating quarterfinals, bulldozing his way and won.
And this is takeover time for Good Luck Okay Bata. I love how he attacked the basket there on the baseline. Dahil mas maliit yung kanyang defender. Let's check on that replay. He knows how to maximize his size advantage.
Kokorek lang kita dun, MJ. That's not a small defender. That's Madrideo in the way. That's just good show of strength and skill. Para dito ay Good Luck Okay Bata. Yun nga lang, hindi niya nakuha yung kanyang free throw. A 3-pointer by Cano. That is off. Kala ko 3 3-pointers at the start para dito sa Hoops United. So 2 3-pointers agad para dito sa kanila. So their outside shooting now starting to be a factor, but for SGA, kabaliktaran naman ang ginagawa nila dito, MJ. All of their points coming in the paint.
That's
so magiging contrast of styles tayo dito.
Yes. And speaking of contrast of styles, no, I also wanted to mention yung 64 total rebounds ng SGA against 32 ng kanilang previous opponent. So talagang pagdating sa towering defense nito, both offensively and defensively, definitely, besides from what we can see on the screens right now, that they have the size and height advantage against their opponent, talagang deadly on the inside itong SGA.
Madrideo will have a breather. No, 6-all tayo. And balik tayo kay Lance Tabamo. He scored 26. MJ, you covered that game and he came off the bench.
That's right.
Kaya that is more impressive na you will have that opportunity to score, no, those big of a points, those yung dami, then off the bench ka. That goes to show how reliable you are as a scorer, and dito mas masusubukan yung scoring prowess ni Lance Tabamo against a very tough SGA squad. Another 3. That is off the mark. Offensive rebound. They send it. One-hand shot. Hindi papasok. Rebound secured here para dito kay James Mesa, who had an efficient game on that last one. No, ang napansin ko sa game nila, MJ, as we get things going here for SGA, they have done it methodically. No, inunti-unti nila yung Pythons on that game. As Good Luck Okay Bata, susubukan ding unti-untiin ang pag-rain down ng kanilang puntos dito. And back to my point, inunti-unti nila yung Pythons. Even on the start of that game, naging close pa yun eh. Pero as we move along that game, doon na lumabas or doon na lumaki yung kalamangan dito for SGA. And one of the culprits ay itong si Good Luck Okay Bata. I believe he had 18 points, but that was a quiet 18 as you see Coach Matthew Sia directing traffic. Wala siya last game, now he's in. So, syempre gusto na itong mga players na to na maipanalo itong game na to with Coach on their side.
Definitely. And for SGA, no, what I like to emphasize is that they're just sticking within their system. You mentioned methodically and just double clicking on it. SGA likes to play within their system. Kaya naman kung makikita on the spot here, Good Luck Okay Bata was wide open for that layup.
Good Luck Okay Bata, tulad ng sabi mo kanina, starting to take over. As early as the first quarter now, I believe he has 5 points already. 5 of their 8 coming from a Good Luck Okay Bata. Lance Tabamo hasn't scored yet in this game. Nice pass, shot is up, won't drop para dito kay Abellana, who scored all of the points ng Hoops United, all raining down from 3 as we have this replay. Sa drive ni Good Luck Okay Bata, mapapagood luck talaga ang depensa kapag dumrive itong si Okay Bata.
Definitely, he is a man on a mission right now for the SGA squad. But why not? Diba? He's the reigning UAAP MVP ng juniors and he needs to take his entire team to the next level, which is punching a ticket for the semifinals round, Baron.
Jerome Dizon, kakapasok lang, scoring his first 2. Kanina nakausap ko si Jerome, sabi ko, bawi ka. He finished with 9 points, I believe, on that last game, and now making his first 2 points. Nice seal by Jerome Dizon. Again, the son of Coach Jun Dizon, former UST Growling Tiger, champion in 2006. The team that featured Jervy Cruz, no, Japs Kuan, yung team na yun. And this is the next generation. Zeron has scored that first 2. Here's Lance Tabamo, sends it in the post. Dizon will play defense. Merong foul na itatawag. Good read by Chandler Cano. Only 14 years old itong si Zeron. And he's a man, he's, you know, getting a play up. And why not? Magaling na player itong si Zeron.
I also like the matchup there down low between Cano and Zeron Dizon. That's something that we can look into later on how the story will develop, Baron.
Pero yun, that layup by Mark Perdigan, just easy layup para dito kay Perdigan. Biglang nakawala, a 6-0 run for SGA as you look this breakaway layup by Mark Perdigan. Smooth as silk yung layup na yun ni Perdigan. Timeout is called by Hoops United. They're down by 6. Hoops United looking to re-enter the scoring column after those Jeffrey Abellana bombs. With 4:24 remaining, they give it in the post once again. Here's Cano fading away. Tough shot para Chandler Cano.
That was a good move that time coming from Cano, just using his shoulders to provide some space for himself, and he knocks it down.
Looking to answer itong SGA. What a run sa kanila. No? All 6 tayo kanina, MJ, and now it's 12-8. A quick 6-2 run on their end. A 3 by Perdigan. That is off the mark. Cano with that rebound. So a chance here for Hoops United to get things going. Jacob Tan, isa sa mga players na we need to watch out for, though he committed a turnover. Siya naman ngayon ang off the bench. Sa napapanood kong kino-cover mo dito, itong Hoops United, usually itong si Jacob Tan ang starter. Lance Tabamo yung coming off the bench. So the coaching staff mixing the rotations here.
That's right, Baron. Jacob Tan is the captain of Hoops United. He contributed 17 points, a rebound, 4 assists, 6 steals, and 2 blocks from the previous outing. So definitely a reliable scorer on the side of Hoops United, and see kung gaano siya puputok for this game against SGA.
17 for Tan, 26 para dito kay Lance Tabamo on that previous game. Pero tignan pa rin natin, one of the players na pwede nilang asahan dito is Miguel Madrideo. I covered him in one of the leagues that he plays. He is a reliable big para dito sa Hoops United, but they only scored 2 points after those back-to-back bombs by Abellana. Jumper didn't go in as well for SGA. So both teams having a short slump with 2 minutes 52 remaining in the first quarter. Let's see who will break that slump. Here's Cano, who scored the last basket, and he drains his first 3-point bomb.
That's 5 points for Cano. He scored 1 down low, and that time from beyond the arc. He's on the rise right now for Hoops United.
3 3-pointers para dito sa kampo ng Hoops United. 9 of their 11 coming from the outside. A weapon that they can utilize. Zeron missing on the gimme. Balik sa Hoops United ang bola. Will have a chance to take the lead, I believe, for the first time this game. Here's Madrideo through that bump. Sends it out. Open. De La Paz for 3. That is off. Another opportunity. This time, De La Paz with that one-hander. Good defense and closeout by Zeron Dizon. Para dito sa SGA, di sila makapag-take advantage nung running start nila. One thing na napansin ko din, no? Hoops United shot 33% from the outside nung kanilang previous game against Achilles. So far, majority of their points coming from outside. Meanwhile, para dito sa SGA, they only shot 16%. Kaya sinabi ko kanina, MJ, this is a contrast of style na if pumutok yung shooting nitong Hoops United, this would be a difficult day for SGA. But if SGA goes into the paint and, you know, imposes their will, mas makakakuha sila ng magandang run dito and maybe have a bigger lead here with a minute 59 remaining.
That's right, Baron. Although we've seen a couple of triggered three-pointers from Hoops United, but right now, as what I can see here, is that they are relying on their inside scoring, which is, I think, getting into the advantage of SGA if they are imposing for Hoops United to play that way, no?
Nice defensive stop by Hoops United. A minute 35, can they complete the steal? No, they can't. 8 seconds to go. Goes to shoot this three that is off the mark para dito kay Zion Aguilar. So Hoops United, meron pa rin chance dito makakuha na pagkakataong makakuha na kalamang with a minute 20 to go. 12-11 is the score. A much closer game, MJ, compared to our first semifinals game. Kaya talagang maganda ang laban na ito, and that is the fourth three-pointer. Cano now has 8.
2-pointers, lista mo para kay Cano. And I'm seeing slowly but surely a dynamic duo here for Hoops United. Itong tandem ni Dizon, ni Cano rather, and ni Madrideo. That's something that we need to watch out for as well.
But 4 3-pointers for Hoops United. Dalawa kay Cano, dalawa kay Abeliana, and still continues to score. This time, entering for the first time itong si Madrideo. Pinagbumuka ka magaling, MJ.
Yes.
Cano and Madrideo combining now for what? 10 points?
Solid
8,
prediction.
Yeah, 8 for Cano, and the first 2 points para kay Madrideo, I believe.
That's why Hoops United is up by 4 points here. 16-12. They are dominating the paint right now.
Look at that bully ball move by Miguel Madrideo. Sabi ko sa'yo, he's not a small player. He is a big for this Hoops United, and they are up by 4. 35 seconds remaining in the first. We are in the midst of a 10-0 run para dito sa Hoops United. Let's see if SGA can end the bleeding. Still no go on the 3. Kanina 6-12 tayo, MJ. Tumawag ng timeout ang Hoops United, scoring the last 10. And now SGA calls for time. They now look for answers. Final 24 seconds to go. Stepping on the line, sabi ng ating referee. Solid defense by SGA. Something na pwedeng i-build around nitong SGA as we approach the end of the first.
Definitely. And just prior to that turnover, no, that was a good setup play for SGA. They found Jaden Rojas. I think that specific play was set up for him, but unfortunately just couldn't pull the trigger. Luckily, they forced the turnover. That's why balik ngayon ang bola sa kanila for another chance to inch closer against Hoops United.
Coach Matthew Sia giving instructions. Still no outside shots, I believe, for SGA. Pero bakit mo nga naman kailanganin ng outside shot? Pero nandiyan si JR Maliabo. Big man inside, camping in. and 1, looking to complete his bonus.
Another new name on the block for SGA, JR Malyabo.
Misses on the free throw. Though makukuha naman nila ang kanilang opportunity there for that putback. James Mesa, though, will be called for traveling. He had an efficient game. He finished with 10 points. Shot 5 out of 7. So a very reliable big para dito kay Coach Matthew Sia and SGA, though they are down by 2. Let's see how will Hoops United finish this first quarter off. Madrideo was open. And that is all she wrote dito sa ating opening quarter. Both teams having a run, but momentum and the lead will go to Hoops United. MJ, what a response for the guys wearing black.
That's right, Baron. SGA were off to a great start for this game, but the tandem of Cano and Madrideo punishing the inside of the big men of SGA. That's why they are only down by 2 points here, 16 to 14. I-add mo pa yung multiple triples from this young man, Cano.
Cano and Abellana looking to continue the run here. 16 to 14 is the score. We'll be right back to start the second.
You are now tuned in to the battle between SGA versus Hoops United. Good luck, Okebata, the team captain of SGA and the previous player of the game from their last game against Grassroots Python, said that they are well-trained and composed for this game. Nasabi nga ni Good Luck na as a team captain, his favorite motivational line for his team is to stay composed. Naniniwala nga raw kasi si Good Luck na basta composed and stay calm ang buong grupo, ay maniniwala at mananalo ito sa laro. Nasabi at dagdag pa ni Good Luck ay no pressure but excitement nga raw sila ang nararanasan sa SGA. Dagdag pa niya, there come so far and there is no turning back in this game for the SGA. Back to the panel, Baron and MJ.
Thank you, Rain, for that report once again. And yun nga, no turning back for this SGA squad. Again, yung team na tumalo sa kanila, Doc Boleros, is out of the contention for the championship. So it's really up to them, MJ, to respond and to make the most out of this experience. As good job by Rain highlighting itong si Good Luck Okebata. He has 5 points already, at least on my count.
Definitely. He had a good start, no? He took over some of the points for SGA, but right after that, he was on a radio silent up to this point. So we'll have to see more from Good Luck Okebata, hopefully, throughout this game.
Look at that angle on that beautiful reverse by Jaden Rojas. He was part of that starting lineup on that previous game in the round of 16. Ngayon, he comes off the bench. Coach Matthew Sia looking to have some firepower. As you look at this tough layup, no, Pinoy step, medyo malayo pero smooth yung pagkaka-pectus dun.
Just showing his pure athleticism at that time, showing his length and what he can do on the inside is Jaden Rojas, Baron.
Finished with 12 points but scored 7 quick in that opening quarter. That really helped them set the tone for that game on their previous outing against the Pythons. And now we are tied at 16. Here's a Good Luck Okebata finishing on the left this time. Balik ang bola dito sa Hoops United. And so far for them, they scored 4 3-pointers. So 12 out of their 16 points came from the outside. MJ, do you think that they should continue shooting those outside shots or kailangan na nilang i-mix up yung kanilang ofensiba dito?
You mean for the SGA side? Or
For the Hoops United side.
For the Hoops United. I think they're getting more success on the inside with higher percentage points. So if there will be like some chances being given to them for the 3-point attempts, why not? But I wouldn't say they should rely on the 3-point part of their strategy, because from what I've seen from the first quarter, they're doing a really good job punishing the inside, scoring more on the shaded lane against SGA. And yun talaga yun nakapagpalapit sa kanila against SGA.
And speaking of nakapagpalapit, no, SGA now has a 2-point lead courtesy of free throws by Goodluck Okebata. At least on my unofficial count, he has 7 already. So let's see how will Hoops United respond. Look at that drive. A miss right there para dito kay Olidan. And now on the run, Jaden Rojas attacks, hangs in the air, and just scores that one smoothly for 2.
Jaden Rojas is very athletic. So, doon lang galing yung kanyang pwersa from the outside. So, at least on the defensive end, kailangan doon pa lang sa ibabaw, stop mo na itong si Jaden Rojas para hindi na siya makapwersa.
Sabi ni John Tiksay, ako din. Athletic din ako. I also finished strong in the cup with that beautiful layup. And Okebata using his IQ. Tumama pa ata sa camera natin yung pag-save na yon ni Goodluck Okebata. Sabi ng Hoops United, you need to check on that. Dahil feeling nila, last touch, itong si Okebata. But for this SGA squad, no, a good weapon to have ay itong si Jaden Rojas. As you see, itong si Zach Ponteperda has entered here as well. Another weapon for them. Fakes that shot. No whistle call. Here's Ponpidera. No good again. Goodluck Okebata is fouled and he is now becoming a problem inside for SGA. So for Hoops United, this would be a crucial moment, MJ, dahil nakakakuha na ng maraming foul itong si Goodluck Okebata. They need to manage their bigs, they need to manage their players. Madrideo will sit down. This will be a crucial moment.
Definitely, and Hoops United is giving so much attempts para dito sa SGA squad. Let's say for that possession alone, SGA had how many? 4 or 5 attempts for a single possession, and that's not looking good. Given that strong side, itong SGA ay yung kanilang gang rebound, no? They had 64 total rebounds from the last time, and not to mention yung kanilang 60 points in the paint, which consists 2/3 of their total points from the previous outing.
Making both free throws ay itong si Goodluck Okebata, has at least 10 in my count. They will force a turnover. Talking about SGA. Top shot, top finish. Jason Mercado has entered the scoring fray. 6-point lead now for SGA. MJ, we are seeing a full court defense looking to get the ball back ay itong guys wearing white and red.
And that's the thing. SGA can use their size and length and the depth, no, of their lineup sa side ng SGA. Kahit sinong ipol dito or bunutin dito ni Coach Matthew Sia definitely can contribute and can stick to the system. So I would say that's a good decision that they made, switching on that defensive.
Speaking of switching on that defense, they force another turnover on their side. Lance Tabamo hasn't scored 26. Kailangan na siya dito dahil unti-unti nang nakakagawa ng distance itong SGA dito sa Hoops United with 6:50 to go. All-around performance so far para ay Goodluck Okebata. Other players looking to contribute as well. Here's Zach for 3. In and out, in again for the first 3-pointer of SGA.
That's a shooter's bounce for Zach Ponteperla, but the good thing is the bench of SGA is answering the call. They're providing steady support for their starters for this SGA squad. So that's gonna pose a huge problem for Hoops United later on.
Naghahanap ka ba ng big body for Hoops United? Marcos Carrillo can be one of those players. One of the more taller players in the tournament here. Sinks his first free throw. Would like to point out lang, MJ, Hoops United again scored 4 3-pointers early. Yung 3-pointer ni Ponteperda was the first one for SGA. What I love about that was hindi nagpanik itong SGA. Hindi sila nagmadali to get those 3-pointers back, because we have seen teams na kapag natitirahan sila ng tres, gusto nilang bawiin, but SGA, tulad ng sabi ko kanina, they done this run, no, build this 8-point lead methodically as we are 6:05 remaining in the second.
Ang isa sa mapapansin mo magandang ginagawa ng SGA dito is yung movement without the ball ng players. Kaya makikita mo tulad niyan, open again for another Zach Ponteperda three-pointer, listing his second.
2 3-pointers para kay Zach Ponteperda. So yun nga, no, yung 4 na 3-pointers nitong Hoops United na babalance out na unti-unti. Plus, ang dami pang inside points ni Mercado, ni Okebata. As you see this, Zach Ponteperda, bomb. Just exploding that time. Same spot, same result. 11-point advantage. Ponteperda, he's feeling it. That time, it was a hit check. Merong battle for the rebound. I believe Carrillo will be called for the push.
And I'm not sure if you've noticed a while ago, no, from the previous play, etong si Zach Ponteperda, galing siya dito sa right corner 3. And then he run the stretch of the floor, the baseline, going to the left corner, and that's how he got the open lane for him.
Though didn't convert on that last one. A foul call for Hoops United as Mark Perdigan was fouled shooting a 3. That's a no-no, MJ, in any division, no? Kahit sa nilalaruan mo, you cannot foul a 3-point shooter.
That's like a big black eye, no, for the defender. So one thing that you can do right then and there, kapag nakita mo na nakapwesto na yung shooter from beyond the arc, is you need to do a closer defense or catch up with your defense. Make sure that there's someone in front of him. Kung hindi man ikaw, then just communicate with your teammate that someone is open from beyond the arc, just to somehow intimidate, no? Because definitely, if there's no defense, tataas pa yung kumpiyansa, especially if streaky shooter yung nakapeso doon.
But lucky break for Hoops United dahil mintis lahat yung free throw na yon ni Mark Perdigan. On the other side, John Texay now has 4 points in the quarter. So they have dodged that bullet. Mintis lahat ng free throws nito ni Perdigan, but that time there's no missing. Binawi naman niya. May utang pa siyang isa. So makikita natin kung maibabawi niya yun. No missing 3 free throws, making that beautiful drive on the left side. Lead is back to 11 with 4:46 remaining.
And what I like here on the SJ squad is new names are coming up on the block. We have Jaden Rojas, Zach Ponteperda, Jason Mercado, and ito ang kasasabi mo lang si Mark Perdigan. So, kumbaga, they're not relying heavily to good luck, to Zyron Dizon, and missing in action still is Austin De Los Santos, who played heavy minutes last time, 26 minutes to be exact from the previous game.
Ponteperda with that drive, hindi makakahanap ng opening, looking to use the glass for safety, wasn't available. Cano has 2 3-pointers. Still at 2 after that one. Rebound secured by Mercado. Now on the run, itong SGA will give it to Okebata. Another 3 for Zach Ponteperda. 3 out of 4 in the second quarter.
Zach Ponteperda coming in hot here. And again, just wanted to mention that yung off-ball movement ito ni Zach Ponteperda. Let's check on that replay. Hits the bottom of the net for Zach.
Holds that gooseneck high. 3 3-pointers para kay Ponteperda. 35-21. A 14-point advantage for SGA. Jeffrey Abellana and Hoops United looking to counter Zach Ponteperda and SGA. 3 3-pointers for Ponteperda, 4 3-pointers as a team para dito sa Hoops United, but a 14-point advantage for Team SGA with 4 minutes to go in the second. Off the timeout, let's see how they will respond. That a 3-point didn't detonate. Balik ang bola sa SGA and this is a critical juncture for Hoops United. They need to make a stop here, MJ. Momentum is clearly on the side of SGA.
Getting back to your question a while ago, Baron, ano sa tingin mo yung suggestion ko for Hoops United? And I mentioned that they need to rely on heavily scoring inside the paint. And that's what we're seeing right now. They're making a living on the beyond the arc, but they're not hitting those shots. Ending, they are down by 16 points.
And good luck, Okebata has been feasting down low. Another point para dito ay good luck. 37-21, make it 37-23. Naka-score si Jacob Tan his first 2 points of the game.
And that was a better shot selection, better decision for Jacob Tan attacking the basket. Kita mo yun, converting immediately for that two-pointer.
Will give it to the big man inside. Just using that soft touch. Itong si James Mesa. I believe he has 4 points in this game using that soft touch, and they will force a traveling call as well. So the lead now is starting to grow for SGA.
It's because of their defense for SGA. Everything started when they applied that pressure defense against Hoops United. Kumbaga, mas tumaas pa yung kumpiyansa rito ng squad, and eventually, coming off those turnovers ng Hoops United, they are taking advantage of those and just really maximizing, sharing that ball doon sa open teammates nila on the floor.
Aguilar down, open from the corner. That is way off. Offensive rebound by Ponteperda. That won't work. Kakapasok lang din para dito sa SGA, Andre Ancheta. Let's see if he can make some moments here with 2:40 to go. Madrideo guarded by Zeron Dizon, asking for a clear out. Here's Miguel Madrideo. Good defense by Dizon, challenging the younger Zeron. Grabe yung depensa, the confidence of Zeron Dizon and his teammates. Wag tulungan si Zeron on that time.
Definitely, the intention was good on the side of Madrideo, but that was a better defense presented by Zeron Dizon. Just, you know, flaunting lang yung kanyang yung chest on that defense, and that's how you set a good defense against that post move.
Another swing action. Look at that backdoor cut, yun ang signature play ng SGA. I have seen that on their last game. They couldn't convert this time to answer for a 3. Still won't go. SGA now on the run. Goes for the attack. Itong si Aguilar will give it to big Zeron Dizon. And Zeron, papagpagin lang yung depensa. Will shoot for 2. I'm actually surprised as we see here on the replay. Aguilar to Dizon. Just wrong place at the wrong time. Itong si Tiksay would like to say lang no na surprise on how Zeron is playing here, because on the leagues I've covered itong si Zeron, he's a point forward. MJ, he has that handle, but for SGA, he's playing like a big. Parang channeling his inner Jun Dizon itong si Zeron, but grabe yung kanina, just unfortunate for John Tiksay. Again, wrong place at the wrong time. You got to appreciate the effort for making that stop, pero with a train coming like a Zeron Dizon, parang minsan kailangan mo nang ibigay yung opening na yun eh.
Oo, kung may baby bull, may baby beast tayo kanina, ito naman, baby bull, sa katauhan dito ni Zeron Dizon, and I'll take my comment back earlier from the first quarter na meron siyang smaller defender.
No.
Just commending Zeron Dizon, he really has that upper strength.
Oo.
Upper body strength, I would say. Kita mo naman kung paano tumalisik doon si
Tikson. Si Tiksay.
Yeah, Tiksay, yeah, si John
Oo.
Tiksay. And not because John Tiksay is mahina, but Zeron Dizon has a better and a stronger build against Tiksay.
Paano hindi lalaasan si Zeron? Lakas mag-practice niyan. Nakikita ko sa mga reels ni Zeron, parang araw-araw ata nagpa-practice yan siya si Zeron Dizon, though free throws now starting to miss as you see on your left, etong si Coach Matthew C.
Yeah.
On your right, of course, the father of Zeron, Coach Jun Dizon, that time, gumamit na ng board doon. Hindi na natin i-argue kung sinadya ba or hindi. Pasok pa rin yan para ay Zeron, 39-23. Now doing their version of the attack ay itong si Jacob Tan and Hoops United, and this time with a minute 48, medyo pinapabagal na ng Hoops United yung pace dito because SGA has been controlling this pace, MJ, at the start of the second quarter.
Exactly. And they're not getting anything from hitting their shots beyond the arc, like what I mentioned a
Yeah.
while ago. No? But every time that they are driving towards the basket, they're getting something. It's either they will score a point or like this one, they will draw a foul and eventually will score via free throw line.
39-24 is the score as we approach the final 100 seconds dito sa ating second quarter action. Zach Ponteperda and crew looking to finish this second quarter run on a high note. Yun nga lang, parang nabati ko ata itong SGA. Naniniwala ka ba sa mga ganun kapag nagko-cover tayo? Pag minsan may sinasabi tayo, the opposite happens.
Oo, kumbaga nadjinx eh.
Oo.
Ako naman from my experience, Baron, ang na-experience ko most of the time, kapag may minimension ako, let's say, player, let's say, missing out of action, eventually, umi-score eh. Parang sinasagot ako agad-agad.
Pero yun, sumagot ulit. Itong si Miguel Madrideo, nabawi niya na yung traveling call niya against Jerome Dizon. Still a 13-point advantage. A big of a lead na to in this juncture. Nice drop pass. Too much defenders. Traveling call. Good stop by Hoops United. Had two options. Zeron was open on the middle. Could have given it to Zeron, but itong si JR Malyabo, also a good option. Yun nga lang, natawagan siya ng traveling.
It's just very unfortunate for that was JR Malyabo, no?
Yeah.
He lost his footing, but he had an open look sana on the
Pertigan
inside.
on the run. Bola ay babalik, I believe, on the side of SGA. So 39-26, 52.2 seconds remaining. Timeout is called. A 13-point advantage for SGA as we see this replay. Look at that soft touch para dito kay James Mesa. Contributing here for SGA as magbabalik tayo after this timeout for Milko Sports Got Skills under 16 division. .52 seconds remaining dito sa ating first half of action. SGA, after being down early, has regained the lead and the confidence courtesy of Zach Ponteperda's attack. And look at that tough basket by Sean Felizmenia. A new name on the scoring column for SGA.
And for SGA, Baron, taking a look back, they had 40 bench points from the previous outing. And what I have on my notes here is not like for SGA, they are not lacking in terms of support of the bench, which is the same theme that we are seeing so far in this game.
Big to big action. A nice pass right there to Zeron Dizon for that two. Kanina, Chander Cano has scored, looking to regain that ball back. Abeliana with the score, his first 2 points after scoring back-to-back hits. And now Zeron is down low. Goes for that reverse. Minama ni Zeron Dizon yung kanyang defender. On the counter, we will end our first half with that Zeron Dizon basket. Yun yung sinatawag nating bata pa lang pero magulang na. Itong si Zeron Dizon.
True. Kala ko, bata pa lang pero kaya ko na.
Iba yun.
Iba pala yun. But yeah, that was a great rally, a 6-point rally coming from both of these teams as we check on the second quarter highlights courtesy of that Zeron Dizon. SGA managed to be more consistent during the second quarter inside the paint, and plus they've got some touches outside of the two-point territory courtesy of Zach Ponteperda. Meanwhile, itong Hoops United, they're still figuring things out. That's why they are down by 15 points, Baron.
45-30. We are at halftime dito sa Milko Sports Got Skills 2026. (2026) Mini Ballers League. Under 8, 9, 10, and 11. Meron pang dalawang spot sa under 8 and sa 9 meron pang isa. Under 10 and 11 close na yung spots dito. Ilang taon na yung anak mo, MJ?
3 years old.
Ay,
so,
wala pa, hindi pa
oo,
pwede.
I
Pwede,
think.
under 8, pwede. Under 8
Pwede,
eh.
kung kaya makipagsabayan, di ba?
Pero in a matter of time, no, in a matter of years, hoping na sana masama dyan yung son mo. Alam kong yun din yung gusto mo para sa kanya. And meron na tayong mga ganitong tournament, Milku, to, you know, get those players. Magsimula na yung basketball dreams nila as young, no? Dito sa Milku, as young as 8 years old. Nakakabilib yun. Ako, meron akong pamangkin, 7 years old or maybe just turned 8. Baka dito rin pwedeng magsimula yun.
That's right, and that's pure love of the game headed by Coach Allen Ricardo. Kaya salamat sa kanya.
Yan,
And
Coach Allen. Thank you po.
Thank you po, as well as the rest of the staff here for our Milko Sports Got Skills Basketball, headed by our director, Aldrin Alejo, and the entire
Derek
TND
Aldrin.
Media Productions, giving us top-notch coverage. So, and another thing, Baron, that I would like to emphasize here, this Talent ID 16 Under is definitely a platform for these players to be scouted. These are future collegiate players. Some of them were already part of the national team of the Batang Gilas. And ito nga yung binibigay sa ating opportunity ni Coach Allen Ricardo. We have mini ballers, we have the series. So a lot of things, a lot of developmental leagues going on within Metro Manila, and they also have South Division, South place pagdating sa tournament. So getting closer pagdating sa talents, no? Club-based, school-based team. So thank you so much, Milko Sports.
We start the third quarter sa ating second quarterfinals matchup between SGA and Hoops United. Live tayo dito sa loob ng Green Hills West Clubhouse in San Juan City. Baron Mercado, MJ Evangelista, and Rain Martinez will be your coverage team for today. And good luck! Okay, bata. Scores the first two. Kala ko dadakdak kaya binigyan ko na siya ng buwelo. But regardless of which, good luck. Okay, bata has scored, I believe, is 11th point of the game. And they will force a steal once again, courtesy of Mark Perdigan.
Definitely. And let's just talk about SGA for a moment here, Baron. Kita natin yung discrepancy, yung points in the paint. SGA had 28 points, 14 out of 21, which is 66.7% against only 16 points, no, ng Hoops United. And as well as yung binanggit ko nga kanina, yung bench points nitong SGA, they had 24 points against only 4 ng Hoops United.
Good luck. Okay, bata attempted to score once again on their side. Yun nga lang, hindi pumasok yung kanyang attempt. A 3 from the corner. That won't work. Para dito kay Olidan for Hoops United. A quick eye in the sky play. Finishing it home itong SGA. That was James Mesa once again. Now on the run. Nice pass. A short stab jumper in and out. Will not fall on that basket. Tingnan natin kung merong continuation. Will it count though para kay Olidan? We're still waiting. But napansin ko, MJ, para dito sa Hoops United, yung mga short stab attacks nila na gano'n, yung mga one-hander. As Olidan scores that one, will try to complete the bonus. First quarter pa lang nila sinusubukan yung mga push shot na yon, mga short stab jumpers, hindi pumapasok para sa Hoops United eh.
Definitely, may mga ganong araw talaga, Baron, na you feel like parang may takip yung basket. But the thing is, one of the key takeaways here, for you to be successful on that time, is just keep on attacking the basket. Sabi nga na ibang mga coaches, lalapag din yan. So you just don't need to force it, but whenever there's an opportunity, just go to the cup and still throw that ball in.
17-point lead, make it 19-point lead. As Zion Aguilar, after 5 attempts, has make his first basket, will complete this end one. Look at the play by Zion Aguilar on the left side, finishing and kisses it off the glass and one.
Less than 2 minutes in our third quarter, makita natin itong SGA, they already have 6 points on their team. Meanwhile, for Hoops United, they only have 2 points so far.
Now making the run, Jacob Tan passes it on the left. Meron talagang harang dun sa butas ng ring para dito sa Hoops United. Meanwhile for SGA, it's just continuous attack for Zion Aguilar. 4 points for him in this third quarter.
For SGA naman, parang balde yung cup, no? Every time that they throw that ball, talagang it shoots down the basket. So everything is going on the SGA's way here.
A three-pointer. That is a miss by Abeliana. Inside, makakakuha ng foul. For Hoops United, itong si Zairo Olidan is down for the count. And nakikita natin dito for Hoops United, MJ, this is the real-life scenario of you live by the jump shot, you die by the jump shot. Kanina nagsimula itong Hoops United waxing hot from the three-point area. 4 shots made, not 12 easy 3 points sa kanila. Pero pagdating ng second quarter, dun bumawi. Zach Ponteperda has 3 3-pointers in his name. Tapos nag-init pa itong sila Mercado, si Mesa, Okebata, no, Jaden Rojas at these moments. And now, yung suddenly yung advantage ng Hoops United from outside biglang na-counter at nadagdagan pa ng damage for SGA.
That's right, Baron. And para dito sa tropa ni Coach Matthew Sia and for the rest of the guys for SGA, just wanted to mention how they unselfishly shared the basketball. They have a total of 17 assists just after that first half against only 8 nitong Hoops United. And lone light right now at the start of the third quarter, itong si Zairo Olidan. He had back-to-back rebounds. The first one, that was an N1 opportunity, and this one just missed a free throw.
53-32 now. The lead has ballooned to 21. 8-2 run para dito sa SGA. Mercado, what a show and go. Gets his offensive rebound. Jason Mercado couldn't get that basket. 53-32 pa rin ang kalamangan dito for SGA. A 21-point advantage. Cano from the middle. This time it won't detonate. Now on the run once again. De Los Santos. Caught missing on his step. Nice pass inside. Makukuha ni Jason Mercado. Another opportunity. All muscle for Jason.
Second chance opportunity becoming a theme here for SGA. They getting those multiple attempts per possession. So right now, itong SGA, no, running the floor like that on an open court, they are on target really to get this win today.
Sean Felizmenia scores his second basket of the game. Traveling call lang itatawag doon sa ating ng ating referee dito kay Jacob Tan. And for Hoops United, no, MJ, kadalasan sila yung nananambak sa kanilang mga kalaban. As you see this, Sean Felizmenia layup basket.
And I also wanted to point out for Hoops United, coming into this game, they are undefeated at 4-0, but they are down by 25 points. So, additional concern here for Hoops United is their turnovers. Number count is continuing to pile up.
As I look at the stats here, SGA had 9 turnovers as well as Hoops United. Pero to your point, no, dito sa ating third quarter, that will sky up dahil they have given a lot of points and they cannot convert on their baskets. Tulad ng sabi mo kanina sa ating first game, nakakapagod to kasi nakakascore na yung kalaban mo, nagmimintis ka pa, hindi ka pa makakuha ng momentum. Mas nakakahirap na yung makabawi dito, but with 5:53 to go, third quarter pa lamang, still a lot of time, but they need to start doing something for this lead to dwindle down.
Look at that man-to-man defense. Itong SGA. And a solid block right there by
Jason Mercado, kakapasok
right.
lang. John Tiksay looks to be okay after that collision with Zeron Dizon. Now will shoot his free throws itong si Tiksay. Mercado will be called for that foul. Referee maybe had a better angle dun sa atin, and si Rain meron na namang kwento para sa atin. Go ahead, Rain.
You were still tuned in to the battle of SGA versus Hoops United. Coach Joshua Tan, one of the coaches of Hoops United, says that their team is now more eager and determined to continue their win streak in this tournament. Nasabi nga ni Coach Joshua, noong sila ay nag-huddle ng second half of the game, ay medyo nakakalimutan nga daw ng grupo ang communication nila. Sabi nga ni Coach Joshua, maglaro nga raw as a team and not one. Dagdag pa ni Coach, huwag nga raw mawala ng pag-asa ang Hoops United at execute lang ang mga ginawa nila noong sila ay nagpa-practice. Back to the panel, Baron and MJ.
That is on point yung report ni Rain Martinez sa atin. First of all, as a Lance Tabamos score or attempts the three-pointer, kailangan dito na sila pumuso. MJ, ika nga nila dahil they are protecting that undefeated record na minention mo kanina. Kaya habang may oras pa, kailangan diskartehan na nitong Hoops United kung papaano maibababa ang kalamangan as Zeron Dizon is called for that offensive foul.
That's right, Baron is just trying to thread the needle here. I also mentioned a while ago, in terms of assists department for Hoops United, they only have 8 at the end of the first half. And just the bottom line here, kagaya nung sinabi ni Coach Joshua Tan, is nakalimutan somehow nitong Hoops United yung kanilang communication, which is very important, especially on the adjustments both on the defensive and offensive end for their squad.
John Tiksay on the other side. Ang dami natin nakikita ang mga Pinoy step ngayon na nako-convert into a beautiful finish. Now on the other side, looking to make that turnaround jumper itong si JR Maliabo. That was short. Now on the run, looking to make it back-to-back hits itong Hoops United. Open three on the way. That is off to the right. Offensive rebound by John. Will be at the line itong si Tiksay, looking to cut this one to 20 or 19. Depende kung masushoot nila ang kanilang free throws. At pasadahan ko lang, MJ, itong free throw story natin. For SGA, they are 6 out of 15, 40% shooting. And believe it or not, no, para dito sa Hoops United, this is only their 5th attempt of the game. 2 out of 5 with that miss. So maybe on your opinion kanina, no, sa observation mo, it seems like na sa loob sila nag-take advantage, but the numbers say na they have been using that outside shot as their weapon. Hindi nga na pumapasok. They forgot how to, take advantage on those driving lanes. Hindi sila makakuha ng mga free throws. But that time, napakahirap na basket for Jacob Tan.
That's right. And ito yung isa sa bumubuhay sa Hoops United, especially on this critical third quarter of the game, yung kanilang second chance opportunities.
8-3 by Ponferrada. Misses on that attempt. Maliabo will be shooting at the line. Again, sorry to cut you off dahil si Ponferrada tumira ng 3 points. Maybe a big moment for him. But regardless of which, MJ, your thoughts on that one as we see here this tough basket by Jacob Dan. Talagang pinaghihirapan ni Jacob yung kanyang puntos dito.
No worries, Baron. You're doing fine. So, I was just about to say na yung rebounds ang bumubuhay rito sa Hoops United. They're getting multiple attempts here per possession for this third quarter. And it started off dito sa back-to-back rebounds ni Zairo Olidan kanina at the start of the third quarter.
JR Maliabo. Kanina nakascore na sa ating first half of action. Now scored his third point. So a 20-point advantage para dito sa SGA. Hoops United looking to cut this one. Extra pass, Jacob Tan with the finish. So here we go. Maybe ito na yung sinasabi ni Coach Joshua Tan na maybe a time for them to make this run. Maybe a time for them to start communicating as we are 3 minutes 25 remaining in the third.
Sabi ni Coach Joshua Tan kanina, huwag mawawalan ng pag-asa. At nakita naman natin yung determination on the side of Hoops United. And kagaya nung binanggit ko kanina, I think that was, I was with Rowie Sacote when I did the coverage earlier this morning. Just take it one basket at a time. Don't look too much doon sa scoreboard, especially if you're down by a huge deficit. So definitely, slowly but surely, itong Hoops United is slowly clawing back into this game.
18-point advantage na lamang as high as what? 21 again. Tulad nung kaninang laro natin, the first quarterfinals game na nanalo yung Eastprint Clothing, they had a 21-point lead. Pero para dito sa Hoops United, they would love to cut this one into a more manageable margin as we are preparing to enter the fourth with 3 minutes to go dito sa ating third quarter. And balikan ko lang ulit yung sinabi ko kanina for Hoops United, this is a new environment for them dahil kadalasan, no, 4 games silang undefeated, lahat tambakan, and now they will have an opportunity to make a run, and they will do that with that stop. Masyado lang malakas ang pasa.
Definitely. Tension was good at the time. The pass was too strong, pero ang ganda sana ng pwesto rito ni John Tiksay, just couldn't capitalize. So something that they needed to adjust maybe on the future possessions here.
58-40, 2 minutes 33 remaining. Dito sa ating third quarter, still scoreless si Lance Tabamo who scored 26. So a big factor. Kaya 18 points ang hinahabol nila. Good luck Okebata. Had a dribbling violation. So SGA giving Hoops United some room here para magkaroon ng comeback. So let's just see, no, as De La Paz is giving the instruction, yung communication na sinabi ni Coach Joshua Tan. Itong si De La Paz looking to answer the call. Let's see if that will translate into points. They will go inside. A tough one para kay Cano. That was off to the left. And now a run here by SGA looking to push this one back to 20. Good luck. Okebata sets up for 3. That is off.
Again, same story here, Baron. Hoops United is trying to make a late surge here in the third quarter. Because why not? It's not too late for them. There's still a lot of time left, especially on this third quarter.
So, kahit ganun na nangyayari, a lot of misses on the side of Hoops United. And in fairness to them, they are getting their opportunities, MJ. They're getting their stops. SGA committing some unforced turnovers here and there. They are committing some misses. Pero for Hoops United, yun nga, no, hindi nila mahanapan ng tamang opportunity to convert on those misses, on those miscues for SGA. If they have done so, no, at least on the last, 2 to 3 possessions, baka 12-point advantage na lamang to.
Good point, Baron. And sabi ko nga, sasabihin ko sana, key difference maker here for Hoops United this third quarter is yung kanilang determination, no? Yung hunger for that ball. So, all they need to do is just to capitalize on those given opportunities. Kaya nang sabi mo, if sana na ipasok nila yung last 2 to 3 attempts nila, this could bring the lead down to just 12.
A smooth shot, too strong that time. Para dito kay Ancheta, Okebata with a steal, just easy basket. Nice find by Okebata to James Mesa. Again, very reliable. Itong si James Mesa, I like how this big man play at mapapa-time out tuloy doon ang kampo ng Hoops United. As you'll see, this steal by Okebata finding James Mesa all alone for that easy 2 balik. Sa 21 ang kalamangan with a minute 27 remaining in the third. Coach Joshua Tan and Hoops United had a tough huddle as we are 87 seconds remaining dito sa ating third quarter. SGA protecting this 21-point lead. Referees will call a foul. Both teams, MJ, are in the penalty. This is one way for them to make a comeback, make these free throws. Sabi nga ni Coach Pancho, they need to make this count.
Absolutely, Baron. Kasi, gaya ng sinasabi ko multiple times, they have the luxury of stopping the time at the same time. Hopefully, they can score, but at the time, Madrideo misses on the first free throw, Baron.
Again, missing on that free throw to, get things going for Hoops United. And we all know how important it is to score with the clock not moving. 50% para dito sa Hoops United. Ponteperda will be fouled right there on that attempt. Now, he will look to make them pay and push the lead back to 22. Kanina, napansin mo ba, pagkapasok pa lang ng free throw, madali sila. As you see that foul committed by Hoops United. Zach Ponteperda now at the line. Ignited that second quarter run para dito sa SGA.
For Jeffrey Abellana, I mean, the defense was a little bit late there. That's why he was called for a foul. And just taking a step back, Baron, just right before the timeout was called, there was a miscommunication on the defense on the inside. Cano and Abellana, lumapit sila rito kay Goodluck o kay Bata. The sole reason why there was an open man on the floor for SGA. So, same thing.
And now Okebata has another steal now running the break. A 4-on-1 break. Ponteperda drops that ball in. Another steal by Goodluck. Okebata this time. Masyadong malakas ang kanyang layup. Ponteperda wants that ball back. Sabi ni Ancheta, let's just settle in for the clock. Lamang tayo ng 24. Ponteperda, sidestep. Balik kay Dizon. Maybe a late pass. Gives it back to Zeron. And one opportunity. 9 points for Zeron Dizon.
And itong SGA, biglang nag-shift ng lever. Kita mo yung switch ng energy from a relaxed defense, then immediately switching to a pressure defense. Ano nakuha nila? Several turnovers against Hoops United. And right now, this has ballooned to a 26-point lead. Look at the father of Zeron Dizon.
Channeling his inner June Dizon. Itong si Zeron. Alam ko si Madam Abby, yung mother ni Zeron, nanunood yan sa atin. All smiles. Dahil Zeron Dizon has entered double digits. He has 10 points already, surpassing yung kanyang total on that last game. And now, Goodluck Okebata this time. Now on the drive. Babalik dito ay Ponteperda. Dizon with 12.
I like the inside passing na ginagawa rito ng SGA. Very unselfish in terms of sharing the ball to their teammate. And it seems like sila pa yung kumbaga hindi bumibitaw yung kanilang energy. The same hunger was there right from the get-go of this game. Kita mo yan. As a result, they are up by huge 29 points as we check on that replay.
A three-man weave completed by Dizon. Okebata to Ponteperda, then to Zeron Dizon. How can you stop that attack? On the other side, no, mintis yung free throw ni Tiksay. Kanina, this was just a 17-point lead. Now, the lead has ballooned to 28. Final 10 to go. Didiskarte once again. Itong si Zion Aguilar with 5 seconds to go. Here's Zion with a cross. Sends it out. Merong tapik. Bola babalik sa Hoops United. They will look to score here with 1.2. SGA will play defense. Throws it. Will not have a chance, I should say, to put the shot off. What a third quarter barrage by SGA. Another impressive showing for these kids. These are the highlights of this third quarter.
Yes, and SGA applied the pressure. That was one of the key as to why they've extended this lead to 28 already, 72 to 42, Baron. Unfortunately, on the side of Hoops United, problems and issues are continuing to pile up here. Turnovers, miscommunication, and they've seen themselves down by a huge deficit here.
70 to 42. Fourth quarter action will begin dito sa Milko Sports Got Skills when we return. second semifinals matchup dito sa Milko Sports Got Skills. Bakbakang SGA at Hoops United. Live tayo dito sa Green Hills West Clubhouse in San Juan City. Baron Mercado, MJ Evangelista. Hoops United started out strong in the first quarter pero SGA pagpasok ni Ponteperda hitting those 3 3-pointers to regain the momentum on the other side. That is the first 3-pointer of Lance Tabamo.
First field goal, if I'm not mistaken, of Lance Tabamo. He played 13 minutes during the first half. He was scoreless, but he contributed on the rebound department. He had 3 rebounds. So right now, knocking off a 3-pointer at the start of the fourth quarter.
Again, finishing with 26 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists with 6 out of 10 shooting from deep. Ganun ka-importante. Ganun kalaki yung impact ni Lance Tabamo dito sa ating laro. And they need a lot of that if you are Hoops United. Meanwhile, for SGA, Ponteperda has been really the key for them. And of course, off the bench, no, Zeron Dizon has 10 points as well. Napakadaming weapons talaga ng SGA dito sa ating Milko Sports Got Skills.
And on the other hand, ito namang as we check the basket first for coming off Kano. I was about to say na yung binanggit kong dynamic duo sana kanina nito ni Kano and Madrideo. Medyo nawala. Just right before that shot coming from Kano.
23-point lead though para dito sa Hoops United, scoring the last 4 points for that drive. Can get that basket. Itong si Zion Aguilar, another shot, a miss. A running start. Here's John Texay all the way for 2. A 6-0 run to start our fourth quarter, and that is how you do it if you are Hoops United. Kaya naman si Coach Matthew Sia calls for time. Look at this. All the way for 2. John Texay punctuates that 6-0 run. Kaya napa-timeout ang SGA dito. A 6-0 run para dito sa Hoops United. Coach Joshua Tan kanina calls for a run, no? Wag susuko. Titignan natin dito sa ating fourth quarter, and we are live, no? In 3 different platforms: YouTube, Facebook, and Pilipinas Live app. Milko Sports Got Skills basketball tournament sa YouTube. Same din sa Facebook, Tiebreaker Times page, and of course, no, Pilipinas Live app. Isang magandang hapon po. Intense quarterfinals matchup we are seeing again. Baron Mercado, MJ Evangelista. Hoops United looking to make one last run dito. MJ, SGA looking to hold things together for them to qualify on the next round.
And that is the strongest start, I think, for Hoops United coming off a quarter. And that is the right way to start the fourth quarter, especially they are down by 20 plus points
21.
earlier. Yeah, and right now this is only 21 with the ball possession right now, Baron.
They trailed by as much as 28, I believe. A 3-pointer goes in. That is big para dito kay Chandler Cano. He has at least 15 points in my count already. Lead is down to 8.
I think he had 2 3-pointers during the first half of action, and what a way to come for Cano to get that open look.
A 9-0 run. Okay, Bata will force that turnover on the side of Hoops United, and kantong ganito yung simula na pinakita ng Hoops United in that first quarter wherein they had that advantage. Instead of 2 3-point bombs, they replaced it with 3 field goals and 1 3-pointer. That makes it 9, 52-70. Aguilar looking to answer, stepping through. That is a big basket by Zion Aguilar.
What an answer coming from Aguilar. That stops the bleeding momentarily for this Hoops United squad.
Abeliana has 8 points in this game. They will swing it. Lance Tabamo for 3. That is off to the right. Rebound secured by Madrideo. Abeliana can't hit that basket though. Tizon secures that rebound. Here's Austin De Los Santos, isa sa mga players na inaabangan mo for SGA. Hasn't really performed well offensively, pero yung mga intangibles naman yung kanyang nagagawa dito.
That's right, Baron. And as we see Jacob Dan, the captain of Hoops United, checking in again on this game.
Maganda yung pinakita ni Jacob Tan noong third quarter. Madrideo on the other side has 4 personal fouls. That's why he is relegated back in the bench, 72-52. So they were calling plays here. Tingnan natin sino nga makakatanggap. They're lining up, looking to, spread the action.
Yeah, that's what
Talking
you
about
call
this SGA.
the elevator play, Baron. And from the looks of it, Mark Partigan will be on the left corner 3.
And that pass is read by Jacob Tan, who just entered this game. Better defense by Zion Aguilar. Scored the last basket and now completes that stop. Now goes to Perdigan. Balik kay Aguilar with 6:33 to go. Here's Zion, swings it. Couldn't shoot that thing. Balik dito kay Aguilar, looking to break this defense. Sends it in the corner, 5 seconds to go. That floater won't drop. Offensive rebound, it will be still on the side of Hoops United. Maybe too much passing on the side of SGA. Pwede na sigurong i-atake yun ni Austin De Los Santos kanina.
That's right. I think De Los Santos had an open look there from the right corner. He could have pulled the trigger. We know he can score. And speaking of scoring, that was almost a made basket coming from Jerome Dizon. So, giving it back to you, Baron.
Balik ulit sa Hoops United ang kalamangan dito. They cut it to as low as 18. So if they make a 3, 17 points na lang ang kanilang hinahabol dito with 6:14 to go. Napakarami pang oras dito, MG, for Hoops United to make a run, one last run to show the heart na hinahanap ni Coach Joshua Tan sa kanila. Speaking of Tan, here's Jacob with that jumper. That is off. Follow up by Madrideo, who has 4 fouls.
Madrideo cleaning up the mess that time, keeping their hopes alive here. There's still a wide door being opened to them for this quarterfinal matchup against SGA.
Dizon hits all board on that 3. Here's Goodluck Okebata, who hasn't scored since I believe the second quarter of this game. Ball is on the side of SGA. Extra pass. Jerome Dizon with a finish.
It started with a quick double nito ni Goodluck Okebatan with Jerome Dizon of a defender that led to a turnover and a finish.
Corner 3, that was way short para sa Hoops United. And SGA looking to balance things out. Look at that try by Zion Aguilar. He has played well in this fourth, MJ. That's his 4th point, and he made that crucial stop on Jacob Tan nung nagsisimula ng makahabol itong Hoops United.
Definitely a huge impact. Not in terms of the number of contribution para dito kay Aguilar, but let's see how that impactful. No? Umahabol itong Hoops United, but lagi may sagot tong SGA. Go, Baron.
Sean Felizmena scores another one smoothly, I might add. Look at that drive by Zion Aguilar, scoring his 4th point of the quarter. Coach Joshua Tan, Hoops United looking to be united. Here, final 4:57 remaining. SGA up here by 24. Final 4 minutes 57 seconds remaining dito sa ating second quarterfinals matchup. The winner will go to the semis. SGA has a 24-point lead. Goodluck Okebata will have another steal in his name. Kuha niya on that slam. Pero merong foul. na itatawag. I thought I would see my first poster in my sportscasting career. Pero sabi ni Good Luck Okay Bata, antay ka lang dyan, Sir Baron. As you look at this replay with bad intentions. Itong si Good Luck Okay Bata, but will be at the line.
It could have brought the house down if he made that slam a drama. Pero
Yeah, no matter what the score says, it will definitely bring the house down.
we kind of anticipated that move kasi kita natin yung buwelo nito ni Good Luck Okibata from the free throw line.
Now completing his free throw trip. As you see Coach Matthew see it, though up by 26, poker face pa din. And that's what you love to see sa mga coaches natin na always looking for something to improve. Sa Ponteperda will scoot one in. Again, having a wonderful game itong si Ponteperda. For me, the catalyst for this SGA squad for them to have this big of a lead. Kano on the other side, straight away won't work. Okay, Bata looking to make a run here. Will give it on the right. Misses that time itong si Jaden Rojas. Medyo low minutes itong si Jaden Rojas, but he is reliable, especially on that second quarter. Made that beautiful Pinoy step.
Yes, exactly. Getting back to the point that I mentioned a while ago, the bench points nitong SGA, they are not lacking in terms of the depth of this squad. No? Like anyone from Coach Matthew Sia can definitely contribute to this fully loaded, sabi mo nga kanina, Clash of the Titans, Battle of the Heavyweights, and right now, SGA is winning it so far.
Speaking of depth, 9 players last game for SGA scored at least 7 points or more. And out of 13 players na fielded ni Coach Jun Dizon, who was taking over that time, as Ponteperda scores another one, 12 out of 13 scored on that game para sa SGA. So that supports your statement of the depth of the attack para dito sa SGA. As that basket by Carrillo will go. Nahuli itong si Jaden Rojas. But again, imagine 12 of your 13 players, MJ, nakascore at least 2 points. As you see this replay, nakakuha ng sabit. And every time it is called a foul, Marcos Carrillo will be at the line.
And aside from depth or lalim, gaya nga nasabi mo, Baron, I think there's two combination there. Lalim plus yung team chemistry, or we can tie it dun sa assists. Kasi even though, let's say, isolated, malalim yung bench ng team, but they are not sharing the ball, wala ring sense, Baron. But right now, just like this, kung ano yung pinakita sa ating SGA, malalim yung kanilang bench, at the same time, they are consistently sharing that basketball, then eventually, they will hit the ultimate goal of, gaya nga nasabi mo from the previous game, 12 out of 13 fielded players scored points for their team.
Good Luck Okay Bata attempted to slam that ball in, and I would love to see what will happen if he is all alone on that break. Again, getting that score, itong si Okay Bata pushing the lead back to 28 where we started our fourth quarter. Pero you gotta give credit pa rin dito sa Hoops United. They had a 9-0 run to start the fourth. Yun nga lang, this pressure defense ng SGA, parang they have that switch no, MG, na kapag gusto nilang humabol, i-click lang nila yung switch na yun, and then immediately that will come into fruition. Jaden Rojas joins the dunk party dito sa Milko Sports Got Skills.
Not coming from Good Luck Okay Bata, pero si Jaden Rojas pala ang magbibigay ng kasagutan sa inaantay mong slam dunk.
Lagi tayong nag-aantay ng slam dunk. Jaden Rojas being the one who sends it. Nice pass. Look at that. Beautiful find by De Los Santos to Sean Felizmena.
And again, just sharing the ball, especially on the inside, and just banking on what you have mentioned, Baron, a while ago about flipping the switch on their defense. Ako, I have high hopes, no, and I'm pretty sure that SGA can bring a lot more into the table, especially sa stretch ng ating semifinals, or if they will win the next game on to the finals. I don't think this is the full strength and 100% ng SGA so far. I believe, and this is just my gut feel, no, that they can bring more into this brand of basketball that they're showing right now.
and that spells trouble on the side of the other squads sa ating semifinals bracket. Again, second team looking to be already in dito sa ating semifinals for Milko Sports Got Skills, no MJ? Kanina nakita natin impact ballers winning, impressive. Nakausap natin si Coach Luis San Buenaventura kanina. They are peaking at the right time. For SGA, I agree to your point na sila mismo, no, hindi pa to yung full potential of this SGA squad. We will see more deadlier version of this one as we see the coaching staff of Hopes United, Coach Joshua Tan watching on. Sobrang again, this Final Four will be interesting as the second seed for this, at least no, sa ating game day today, yung ticket will now be claimed by SGA and they will face the winner of our last matchup. It will be One Ball Gimba and JBA Elite.
That's right.
Yun ang ating aabangan dito.
Yes, for Coach Joshua Tan and the entire squad of Hoops United, I'm pretty sure this is a very hard pill to swallow. Coming into the game, they were undefeated 4-0. But the thing is, the most important, the purpose of this Milko Sports Got Skills basketball is for them to learn, for them to expose themselves. Right now, na-expose yung kanilang weakness. They had a hard time through that suffocating defense itong SGA. Nawala sa scene itong si Lance Tabamo for this game, scored 26 points. Jacob Tan had a hard time as well. He contributed 17 points from the last game. Especially, ang pinaka nawala rito sa Hoops United, yung scores nila, points in the paint. They had 60 points from the previous outing.
As of our, sa ating, tawag mo dito sa ating halftime stat, no, they only had one second chance point. So, maybe it increased to siguro mga 10, but 10 to 60, napakalayong difference nun. And that is one of the reasons why this SGA squad has made this wonderful game for them. And again, kinilabutan ako dun sa sinabi mo, MJ, na we are yet to see the best of SGA as a team. Grabing that was a
That's
good,
just me.
yeah. That was a good realization. Tapos yun nga, on the other side, impact ballers starting to peak at the right time. And based sa ating matchups, if impact ballers and SGA win in their semifinals games, sila pa magtatapat dito. But of course, our next game, itong Eagles and Titans, hindi naman sila papayag na hindi sila masasali sa ating conversation. But that will do it. The second ticket into the semifinals goes to SGA in an impressive performance here. 92-61. They have done it, no, methodically, but they crank up the notch 10 times. Kaya naman nakita natin dito Hoops United suffering their biggest loss in the tournament so far. They will play in the classification round. Next game natin, it's Eagles versus Titans Elite Basketball Camp. MJ, final thoughts?
Hats off to the squad of Coach Joshua Tan and the entire squad of Hoops United. They've given their all. So that's the most important thing, especially on these crucial games, on a quarterfinal game. It's just that medyo hindi lang maganda that they had their off night. I'm not sure if that's really off night or maybe we give the credit where it's due, especially sa defensive end ng SGA. No? They limited all the key players from Hoops United. And that's the harsh reality that they've given Hoops United so far. But the thing is, one positive side for Hoops United is they will play and move forward on the classification phase for 5 to 8. So there's still a lot of games to play left for the Hoops United, Baron.
Rain Martinez is with our best player of the game and the winning coach.
We've just finished our game between Hoops United and SGA with a final score of 92-61 in favor of the SGA. And we have here our best player of the game, Zach Perda, with an amazing 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. Of course, Zach, congratulations on this win. Zach, 40 points, almost 40 points was a big gap in the score. But Zach, what was going through your mind now that SGA is going near to claim the championship all over again?
Sa isip ko lang po, laging pinapaalala sa amin ni Coach Matt na yung consistency, yun yung mahalaga. Like, every game dapat yung 100% tuloy-tuloy hanggang sa finals po. Yun lang.
Thank you, Zach. Is there anyone you like to greet, to your teammates, to the fans who are cheering for you today, Zach?
First of all po, sa nasa taas, GOD, thank you Lord. At saka sa parents ko po na nanonood, sa mga kapatid ko po, sa lolo, lola, mama, papa. Tsaka sa teammates ko po, kay Coach Matt, kay Coach June, yun lang po.
Thank you, Zach. We also have here the head coach of SGA, Coach Matt. Of course, congratulations, Coach. Again, almost 40 points in the lead. You started strong in the quarterfinal. Coach, what can we expect from SGA for the future games?
Yeah, first of all, thank you Lord, no. Nakuha namin yung panalo. First of all, I'm very proud of Zach, no. Nakuha niya yung best player, one of our hardest workers sa team. Finally, 'di ba, nalabas niya yung laro niya. Yun naman yung reason but may Milku, 'di ba? So, talent ID. So, yun. I'm happy lang with the win.
Thank you, Coach. Is there anyone you like to greet to the fans that cheered the SGA today, Coach?
I want to say thank you sa mga boss namin, SGA family, and sa coaching staff ng UE Juniors.
Thank you, Coach. Again, congratulations on this win. Again, this is Rain Martinez, and you are still tuning here at Milko Sports, God's Girls, Talent ID 16 under. Coming up next is a battle between Eagles versus Titan Elite Basketball Camp.